Ой, бля, микрофон хоббавка Харлора. Да, бывают жизненные огорчения. Круто. Сейчас. Раз, два, три. А, еще и ведь.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Хорошо, за работу.
Better go earn our pathetic wages. Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
Mouthpiece court trips off me at the grand jury. Case is thrown out.
Так. Бля, маслоучок идет. Джоку дома находяка. Типа а-ля дохуя ФБРовцы. Кстати.
An abandoned vehicle. Catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps? Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shit.
Так, а куда едем-то? Мы вообще... чуть-чуть себе.
Shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking. You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein. Very funny. Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Так, контейнеры, да. Сейчас СКРИМЕР, наверное. По поводу этого сценария. Bakayım мне задание neydi? Машина консула. Аргентина, тут Израиль, что ли? Так, технический талон на транспортное средство, описание которое приведено ниже. Приведено, то есть.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Механская гранда. Флаг Аргентины.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
A, B, C, D. Hani biteyim böyle hesap. Собственная компания братья Дью Баккер.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Doesn't look like anything.
В смысле обычный хлам? Шалат. Так, это был. Времени нет. Ну, все как обычно.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Только сериал.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? You want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Так. Хуан Франциско.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Да, мне теперь нужно позвонить.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you. Messages, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks.
Добросит Хуана Вальдеса, центральное отделение полиции. Все, нахрен.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle
Ну, табак там
impounded?
треба, брах табак.
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Стамадай пинди.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
That reminds you to check with your local trusted reserve for our soldiers. Only beginning.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
Are you kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
All units, shots fired, off needs help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired, off needs help. Unit to handle code 3 identified. Shots fired, off speeds help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired, off speeds help. 3 identified.
Car 11K, we'll handle the helm call. Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, shots fired, off speeds help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. 11K, handle code 3. All other units, code 2.
Well, now you've either got to stop or put your fucking foot down. Coming up.
I see you motherfuckers. Come on up here and get us.
What is all this?
Traffic stop from hell. Trolley unit pulls these guys over. Finds their trunk full of hardware like you wouldn't believe. They lose it. Bullets start flying. And they snatch up the guns and one of the cops. Head to high ground and move.
The officer?
Up there. Still alive, we think. Who knows for how long. We'll keep him busy if you can find a way up, sir.
Put the weapon down, now! "11K. I've been involved in a shooting. It's code 4 here, but suspects are down, and I need an ambulance at Chateau and Valencia. Also notify Detective Headquarters. I'll need the coroner. My partner and I are okay."
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Detective Headquarters will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at Chateau Chateau and Valencia, code 4.
Садись, братишка, поехали.
Are you blind?
Алпас, алпас. Все, мы на месте.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That's not right.
Заебал. Мозаику мне дрон.
Wrong size. One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Доктор.
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
No good to me.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know about this?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me. Huh. Are you even writing any of this down in that little book?
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs, and they have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Пиздишь.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves your head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey, you're missing your calling. You really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Then back to the empty lot.
Whoa, hold your horses there. Step into my office, son. We'll sign some papers. Then that baby's yours.
Christ alive!
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional
Нихуя ты базу записал, что я потом.
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis, Y, and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. In God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talking to the color. Look what we have now.
You're a goddamn menace! Open your eyes!
Бля, посмотр. Мне что сюда морда.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
Mouthpiece were stripped off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head. Done.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Well, tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
Let's nail this kid Delgado and wrap this thing up.
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on Temple. Hey.
Finished with Valdez.
You know?
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Да bu toplumdaki kadar sokkadı bir.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Go right just now.
Hey, isn't it the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Şuraya handa da var. А вот такие мексиканцы в лапах.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing? Okay, he's had enough.
Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Почта да.
Yet.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Флажочек.
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
غير الدولة.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy. Serving breakfast for two, Anna? You should have cleared up. Diplomatic license plates.
Città quando cadere in treno aperti.
We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricón that he is a man.
И все, что ли?
I can tell you are lying. Your lips are moving.
Дорого было, хоть что-то. Тьфу, бля, колес.
Looks like Valdez gets his wheel back. You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
Пиздёж.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is! If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line. That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine automobiles.
You know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
Бля, бы мостал соду.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
О. Поехали, мана.
From Los Angeles, California, KTI Radio 760.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamp. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling the mother. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Watch it!
Ah, passar, passa. Красиво, красиво. Of daar had ik het zonder. Но нормально ведь.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. Step on him, Phelps. Take him out. He's getting away. Gonna lose him.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
Лос-Анджелес, GTA.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Over there. Панорама, сука.
God damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
И все, что ли? А я думаю, там допрос будет.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
Пятик. Как роллер. Там я хочу мандуку дебет. Тол. Не суть.
My sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso? Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished?
Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Нихуя себе там интрижки у них. Adventure на небесах-то. Апыш.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me.
Поехали.
Put him down with my saddle.
Я берусь за
He
это.
was in the bathtub. They'd taken one of his fingers.
Положите около. Mana свобода действий варвара, типа как старинный же, ну вот свидания ранее, еда в ране.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
Ну чё, детективы, съебались нахуй.
I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talk.
I gave his wife a tap. He said all's fair in love and war.
Да. Крутой массаж там брал по. Блять, на парня заебал.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Чё за люди?
Detectives, over here.
Понятно, свидетели где.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Because a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Давай терпишь, перехор.
Phelps?
Шапка классная.
You should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Мне бы такую. Ще уліком атагалом буде.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact. This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Либо Эддеттен өлүрөн барындар. Скорее всего так.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
A, B, C, G. Landed
on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
California. Fire and Life. Lester Patterson, Noire Street, 182, Лос-Анджелес. Январь 5-47 года. Уважаемый мистер Паттисон, рад сообщить, что ваш запрос осуществлен с введением страховки есть 3 долларов в неделю. Оу. План начнет вступать в силу с 1 января 47. В то же время, как по программе для ветеранов, уплачиваем по окончании. Какого черта?
Addison has life insurance. We can notify next of kin.
Нихуя себе. Лестер Паттисон именной кошелек ЛП. Так, ага.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers. Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
It's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Темно-красный, да.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you gonna tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Так, братишка, телефон нужен. Бармен. Нормально.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Все, нафиг, братишка, едем. Где наши красавцы? Эй, заебись, пацана. Так, а это что за тачка? Тоже полиция, да? Волосная масада. Ховая волосная масада. Так, қандай бар отой? Точно алтын жетілі бітті.
Lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. It takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
You're not as dumb as you make yourself out to be, are you, Stefan?
I didn't know I was making myself out to be dumb.
Any unit of vicinity, see the man at 211 just occurred. 3rd Neal Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified. Any unit in the vicinity, see the man at 211 just occurred. 3rd Neal Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
This is 11K. Go ahead with the further.
11K, your 211 is at Angel's Flight, 3rd Neal Street. 11K, code 3.
Angel's Flight. Probably some tourist flashing too much cash.
What took you so long? They're getting away.
What happened here, sir?
They had guns. Dirty louses took everything and then booked. They went that way, the stairs alongside the track.
You look like a rat with a gold tooth wearing a watch like that.
LAPD!
Cop, time's up.
Taking a run for the car. Stop it, Phelps.
Car 11K. Shots fired. The suspect is down at 3rd and Hill. Code 4 here, but I need an ambulance.
11K, roger on the ambulance. All units, the shooting at 3rd Neal Street is code 4. Code 4.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton. That coward thinks he can run from everything. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Oh, bastard, that must have killed me.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up.
I don't know the way. That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Give it up, LAPD. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. You should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Okay. You become all heart at the prospect of paperwork, don't you?
Units also needs assistance. 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2 identified.
Атаки второстепенно задание разные правила, да. Поймай вора, убей вора. Блядь, терпение. А вас тоқтырағай, бляха, Noire. Нихуя си улахан карта үди. Хага дөйдөн гөлдө. Бала манда улахан карта я. Мен матта кэн такка бакажам бу. Хөдүүсдэн бурвалар. Бу туйда. Кафе Врея. Дом Падисона, дом Шелтона. Место уличное преступление. Блядь, ну и какой хрен так отправили солда, блядь.
Units also needs assistance. 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Look
out, more of them. Put them down.
Games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Öldü что ли?
11 King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's code 4. Notify a supervisor, the coroner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised, suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street.
Все, ладно, братишка, поехали.
Surplus is code 4.
Еду я в дороге. Ой, ёбка, да.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Görüşü kudda toptawa diyeyim. Emehecektir.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Сомневаюсь.
You expect me to believe that, Mona? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk.
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Ага, пиздёж вас.
Being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Да, могу. То-то. Страховая компания-то где? Да.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
А где телефон у вас?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Ок, фугаси дрова. Кабра там багында, анюта. Посмо победу тохту. Эй! Кime te on judata? Rockmate. Tää me manna detektiiv puolella jo. Тора. Хотя серьезно хорошо. Я же в морге. Там никто не спешит. Подожди тут. Одного второго. Так, сейчас контент будет вскрытие тела человека от слабонервных хамбрав. Алло. Вызов полный, хануров. Ага, хеллет лускудук. Ну, типа мафия, куда только я... Еба. Да, блин, назад. Блин, назад был поворотом киривит. Направо антагразу басгежа поворот канал. Эхо. Прямо. Урон директ. Да, типа мафия, только в роли полицейского. Съебались. Эх, этот Мустанга отвечал, да? Антон. О, бля. Для Мары много плебей троллейбус. Тура. Задание было такое второстепенное задание Кирилля, блядь, бахтери, я вот только бахтери, бахтери на них. По-любому плохо бомба не Нихуя трамплин. Гастат! Будет радость.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 37 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
11K responding, go ahead.
Хорошо, бельем был. ладно.
One more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Careful! He's got a gun!
Да, братишки, атаман дебрался, брат. Бля.
What are we waiting for?
Да, хюр. Бля, все будут одни кирингдиты, ёбана. Я не умею Тахара, пробовал ронда. Абла записмасын өттөүлө. Бәрі қалдырайып. Таты покажу, махтам. Нихуя себе наебали нас. Скелет-то что ли? Нихуя себе отдохнул-то.
Throw out the guns.
Ой, бля, SAKHA.
Find some cover.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
This place is going to hell in a handbasket.
Блять, триггеры, да? Все, путывало.
Car 11K to KGPL. Bristol Hotel 211 is code 4.
All units be advised, code 4 at the Bristol Hotel on 8th Street, code 4.
Так, стой, это полиция. Алмаз намеха.
Out of the car, police.
Well, I paid the city all these goddamn taxes, and you need to take my car?
Сейчас ты делаешь. А вот же там есть пятый, конечно. Так, света, please. Отбьешь. Отдам, а сам еще и да. Все, коробки, эффект парус. Отбьешь. И туда зубтовики. Да, зато ты габалька люди. Так.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure. I swear, this town is going straight to hell. You're a real asshole. You know that? That's the cop from the newspaper.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Ooh, I wish I could afford that.
Красавчик, ребята, мы с ним работают. Хотя бы мы с ним подавал. Так, канам бадах потюльгани. Так, направо. Антайде бордус. Ага, налево. Опять дальше. О, красиво, Кидни, красиво. Вот так, давай.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice
jury.
of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do with it.
You think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
Ладно.
It's too late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Блядь.
Last chance to surrender, Sabo. Stop or I will shoot.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value.
You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, Detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Не спеши, допрос перерастя вундеркинд. I bet. Вундеркинде для актуального. Так. Блигет падший идол держал на так задание. По городу вообще-то голубая. Шеф Барагуа Хасан Мондо.
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Нихуя себе, ты так победил так? Мы рандерли у тебя что, братан? Пойдет на пару дней просто доехать, бери каша. Это раз он то чего.
Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed. I'm not sure she'd agree with you. Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe you.
Так, выбираем на вкус. Не. Тора. Да без самости харварда. О, бля, бодро. Аба костюм бар, когда Эндра. Костюм. О, бля, клоун. Будто бабочка, что ли? Халт ставит. Да нихуевая. О, а-ля детективы как раз такой сверин. Садись, братан.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake thinks of that one.
You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having to check. Strewn all over the front page.
Бля, такая дура, чему, бля, харда. Это чья тачка? Три, блядь, хуя нас. Мама, жестко это вот так у нас. Ай, бля.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving. That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Fraser from 6 West 2nd Street.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Нихуя Я его выбил.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Oh.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets.
Out of the car now!
I'll call it in.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Твой подпись Клифф Харрисон, адрес 2. Модель Манхэттен, понятно, цена автомобиля 24, 2400, прочее ради приемных сортов, зажигалка Сентень. Всего 2450,95 копеек. Человек, кто продал вас за поддержанный автомобиль кредитом Манхэттен.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Ну, автослон Кумба.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
Свидетельство о просроченном на автомобиле 47-го. Имя Клифф Харрисон. Адрес Лос-Анджелес, про Клифф Харрисон. Если это подделка, на первый класс надо разобраться. Газет Фрейза, год 47-го.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Информация о покупке
Who
автомобиля.
did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
Either you stole the car from Coombs, or you're delivering stolen merchandise for him. Which is it?
Do you have any proof of what you're saying?
Uitare como todo.
I'm studying law, Detective. I'd advise you to do the same before you make any more of these ridiculous claims.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me! I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence, and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
You know who my father is?
Начинается да. Да. Полицейские тачка, да.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Well, I get it. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yeah. Ow!
Now look what you've done!
Yes, I feel much better. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
خلينا نجيب ولا
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Jin Archer'da. Vatandaşlar bu kimdi?
Gene Archer. 46 North Fremont Avenue. Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
You need to give us something, Coombs, if you don't want to be implicated in this.
Yap, yap, yap. Son, your problem is that your gums keep flapping, but you do no listening.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
So this dizzy broad walks in here off the street and sells you a 2-year-old car for half the price, and you don't ask any questions.
I'd say that about sums it up nicely.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
What can you tell us about Archer?
somewhat on the simple side. In a big hurry, too.
We get awful attentive to people who obstruct LAPD investigations.
Doorkijkers.
Did you double check all the paperwork? Who's it made out to?
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Grenade and a barrel of oatmeal.
I like your thinking, Phelps. Call it evidence. The guy's an asshole. You can pick it up at the pound.
Go right.
Блядь, звонок надо. Подожди, ты нахуй.
He's an honest cop. There's an honest one for you.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
He's only a writer, so he can't
Requesting an
really help.
APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Any messages?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
You gotta have it.
Ben masasını bırakıp orada.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line. Just to get the hell out of there.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say. Slow down!
Officers help Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Побуки имеют прав, что ли? Стадион как-то для порта.
Officers help Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street.
Finally. We're starting to think nobody would show.
What have we got?
The 3rd Street Gang and the Diamond Street Gang. Mexican kids with nothing better to do than howl at each other. But no bloodshed so far.
Shit! Hope you brought plenty of ammunition, sir.
LAPD, drop your weapons!
How long do you think you can hold out?
Really hurts.
God damn it, here come more of them.
Нихуя автомат отрывал-то.
Car 11K calling KGPL. I need an ambulance at 1624 West 3rd Street. Code 4. Shots fired and suspects are down.
Roger on the ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 on the major 415 on West 3rd Street.
Ага, да, были калибрами. Давай, далее, ехать дальше. Без сирены НДК нормально.
Jesus, Cole!
Any Central unit of 415, possible mental case. At 7th and Flower, unit to handle code 3, identify. Any Central unit of 415, possible mental case. At 7th and Flower, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is car 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, your 415 is at the Alico station at Wilshire and Flower.
Possible mental case.
Заебал я тебя, бля. Вон забор инстала плавал, наверное. Нихуя, любит.
You're the one who's been sending cosmic rays into my room. I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Calm down, sir.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Give it up, LAPD.
He went that way.
Put your hands in the air.
Ну, бля, долбоёб тут, а.
Shoot the creep. Don't make me chase you.
You don't understand. Someone has to stop the Venusians.
Заебал.
Farewell, cruel world!
Ты нахуй тут... Ты нахуй тут летать, что ли?
Careful!
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Да.
I'm sorry, sir. Police officer,
So I
I need
paid
your
the
car.
city all these goddamn taxes, and you need to take my car?
Take it easy.
Патрульная, мне нужна ваша машина.
Be quick, officer. It's an emergency. Emergency call. I need to take this.
Ой, бля.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks. Guy gave his wife a tag. I said all fair and brother.
Coroner says it's gonna take at least a week.
Crummy bastard.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The thing was, he's a really nice guy. I felt lousy tolerating him.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours.
Короче, без за нормами стрільнами. Халат лаван жаднор.
I'm trying to imagine you with a personality.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You were taking the car to Coombs' car yard. He gives you cash, and the cars get new papers.
Who the fuck is Coombs? What are you talking about? Give me a lawyer. I'm tired of talking to you.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You want my partner here to convince you that you do know?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Jean Archer.
You had a chance to cooperate, Velasco. See you in 10 years when you get out.
Давайте пока, короче.